What's up, Tribe? Welcome to another edition of Tribe Vibe TV. Today, we're going to talk more about the amazing results that Heather Kendrick and Park Smith got when they did the 40-day challenge. Hundreds of athletes participated, thousands of dollars in money given away, along with prizes to the winners of this amazing contest. But delving into exactly what happened, let's start on the female side in the weight loss division with Heather Kendrick, who lost 40.5 pounds, 7.5% body fat, and 5.5 inches. Heather is truly a superstar.
I finished my 101 in March and had been a member of the tribe since then, and really wanted to escalate the results that I was already getting. So decided that I would do the transformation challenge and kick it into full gear. I actually didn't have a specific number goal. I was actually looking back at the journal that I kept during my transformation challenge, and at the beginning I wrote to lose as much weight as possible, period. And I had actually emailed Lewin at the beginning of the transformation challenge to find out because I wanted to win. So I asked what other winners had done, what their numbers were, and so I kind of got in my head where I needed to be, and I said that's what I'm going to do, and so that's what I put my mind to. And so each and every day I just thought, what could I possibly put into my day to make this the most successful day working toward that goal of winning. I went to Forest Goal Setting Workshop, and I used the information that I got from there, and I got a journal specifically for the transformation challenge, wrote down what I was, the nutrition that I was putting into my body, the workouts that I was doing, how I felt, what worked for me, what didn't work for me. But for me, I thought to myself, I can do anything for 40 days. And going into it, I told myself that I didn't want to have any excuses at the end. If I didn't, because my goal was to win, if I didn't win, I didn't want to be able to look back and think to myself oh, I wouldn't have won if I wouldn't have gone out with my friends and drank that night, or if I wouldn't have had that piece of birthday cake. So when I came into situations like that, I just thought, okay, I just want to be at the end. When I'm at the end of this, I don't want to look back and think, oh, I could have done more. And I pulled in the parking lot and I pulled out my journal, because I also used a lot of visualization throughout the process, which Forrest talked about in his goal setting workshop. And in my journal, I carried the list of prizes, and I'd drawn a little scale with the success on it. My bedroom mirror, I actually wrote on my full-length mirror at the top, transformation challenge winner. So every time I looked in the mirror, I saw that, and with my reflection. So just reinforcing that I was going to win. And it was totally better than I visualized. I came in and got on the scale. So I get on and I look, and I was like, yeah, I didn't do it. And Lewin holds up his calculator and he was like, well, then what's this? And it was 40.6, and everybody started screaming and jumping up and down, and it was awesome. And it was well, there were definitely things that I told myself were that I definitely use just individual workouts and movements and stuff, to remind myself of what I've already accomplished, to push myself forward. So it's I can squat 100 pounds, I can not eat that cookie, or so I used it's a very self-esteem building process. It gives you the ability to really know what you're capable of, and you come from here and you're like, oh, well, I can do this. What else can I do? And if I can do this, then I should be able to do this. I've already done more than I thought, so who knows what else I can do. Our potential is unlimited. I think we're the only ones that set our boundaries, and as you know, the most important thing is to believe that you can rise above those boundaries and that we're not captive to those limits that we put on ourselves, that we're exponential, I guess.
Congratulations, Heather. It's great to see you here in the downtown classes myself and interact with you and see your results continue. So excited to see you continue to come to ITF and get even more results in all those categories. So kudos to you. When it comes to the performance division, Park Smith, another downtown athlete, was the winner. Park saw a lot of amazing results in different portions of his competition. As first, he doubled his handstand push-ups when he did them a second time, which is unbelievable. 15 seconds faster in his row, a 30-pound PR on his clean. Let's visit with Park and hear about his experience as our 2012 Performance Challenge winner this summer at ITF.
I honestly wasn't going to get into the Transformation Challenge. You know, heard about both divisions, and I thought about getting into the weight loss division. And the day before that was the final cutoff to sign up, Zachariah called me on the phone and said, "Hey, are you going to get in the challenge?" And I said, "No, I don't think so." And he said, "Well, I really think you should." And I said, "Well, I don't have that much weight to lose. I mean, I've got some to lose, but I don't have enough that I think I would do well in it." And he said, "No, you need to get in the performance division because you've just come out of 101 and you made dramatic gains in 101." And he said, "I think you're right at that point where you're going to take off, because usually it's a couple of weeks after 101 people really start to see their performance picking up." And so I said, "Well, what have I got to lose other than, you know, a little bit of extra weight and put on a little bit more, you know, put on some muscle and increase my performance?" And that's what I was all about, was just trying to increase my performance. So I said, "All right, good deal." The only thing really tangible, or that I can really put my finger on, that I wanted to accomplish, I wanted to come up in the leaderboard in the mornings in the 545 group, because it's a tough crowd. I wanted to see myself placing a little bit higher, and I wanted to see RX by my name every once in a while. That was really the only real goal I had in it. But when I first got in, they were talking about everybody staying real strict, trying to stay as strict as possible as you could on paleo the whole time. Well, about halfway through 101, when Lewin gave the nutrition talk, I started, just by chance, started doing paleo because I had to buy some groceries one day. And I liked it, liked what I was seeing. I was actually felt a lot better once I'd gotten into it for a couple of weeks, so I was maintaining pretty strict paleo. But then when the challenge started, I said, well, I'm really going to need to make sure that I keep it real tight during this whole thing, because, you know, I was hearing a lot of talk from people in the gym about how they're going to crush it and how they're going to wear it out. And I still, in my mind, I was still in it just for me, just to increase my performance, and I knew the best way to do that is just by staying strict with the paleo. My plan was, I was coming 3 days a week. I wanted to increase that to 4 days a week, and then towards the end of the challenge, I wanted to be at 5 days a week coming in to the workouts. And I didn't really maintain 3 days a week very long, because pretty close to the start of the challenge we had Fight Gone Bad, which was like really fun. Not. So there was always something on the weekends to do too. So I usually had about 5 days a week in it. I was buying my food here. Love the food here. It makes it so easy. I don't have to think about what I'm going to have for lunch. I just know that, hey, I'm going to have a good nutritious meal for lunch. I'm not going to have junk, and I can keep on going. I stayed very tight on that. At home, sometimes I would try to work on some of the movements that I'm not good at, like double unders, which I still can't get. My little girls laugh at me when I'm out there working on them. And just being real diligent about my family was, I guess they were impressed that they could offer me cake and I wouldn't go, "Oh yeah, okay, pass half that thing over here," you know. I didn't budge. I stayed strict on it. I didn't budge at all. And I really think that was one of the things that led me to such good gains, I guess. Is that I felt that the challenge was a really good way to kickstart me into getting to the level that I wanted to get to. A real good way to get up. You know, I'm not going to RX every workout. I know that. I'm a realist. But I believe that the 40-day challenge, it was just something to motivate me, keep me accountable, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, I just had a blast. All the people encouraging each other, just the way Iron Tribe always does anyway, and the way everybody came even tighter as a family or as a community of helping each other out and saying, hey, how'd you do this morning on the WOD? Hey, how's your diet coming? I mean, everybody was just looking out for everybody, and it was a lot of fun. I just wish we'd do it all year long. But motivation. I think motivation and not allowing yourself to get discouraged. If you're in the middle of it, you really can't see outside of it. You can't see how your gains, how your performance is changing. But if you've committed yourself to it, and you're honest with yourself that you're going to work to improve, you're going to improve. Also being prepared for the WOD at the end of the challenge, because you've already gone through it and done it. I think everybody that's ever gone through 101 will say that they've dramatically increased their performance in their 101 baseline WOD. And it's because, yes, they've increased their performance, but they've also increased their knowledge as to what's coming up and how to use their body better to accomplish the goal of doing better on the WOD.
Who's the next Heather? Who's the next Park? Who are the next winners of our transformation challenges? Who are the people who are going to transform their lives next at Iron Tribe Fitness, in addition to you, who's already doing it? The answer to that starts Saturday, 9 a.m. All locations will have an extended session at 10:30 at each location if needed. It's Bring a Friend Day. Bring your friends that you've been telling all about Iron Tribe and they're wondering what it is, to Bring a Friend Day this weekend for a duo workout that you'll partner up with them on, experience some great camaraderie, and show them the life-changing program that is Iron Tribe Fitness. Once again, 9 a.m. this Saturday, all 4 locations. For sold-out sessions, we'll create a 10:30 session right afterward. Talk to your location manager to get registered and signed up. You can also do it on the website. And Tribe Quest is coming up the week later on Saturday, the 13th of October. It's an off-site event with some really interesting WODs involving water. If you want to find out what the WODs are and much more about the event and other events, just go to irontribefitness.com/home/events to find out what you need to know, and then go to the scheduling system to get registered. For everybody on our team here at Iron Tribe Fitness, I'm Jim Cavell, and this is Tribe Vibe TV.